I'm going to share 6 things I did that helped me go from a 30-minute 5K to a sub 20 in just 12 months. It's all very simple and easy to follow, so let's crush your 5K PB.
Aye, oh, let's go. Aye, oh, let's go.
I went from being fat and slow to being not fat and not slow in a short period of time. And the best part is, it wasn't that difficult or complicated. Aside from being physically able, you just need 2 things: the desire to run and the willingness to do what it takes. You don't need any talent or skill, and there's no barrier to entry apart from the imaginary ones we create. So it doesn't matter how slow or unfit or overweight you currently are, as soon as you lace up those running shoes, you're putting yourself on an entirely different life trajectory. Who knows where it will take you or how it will change you? I'll share 3 key workouts later, but there are 4 things you need to get in place first. Let's get into it. The key to improving your 5K time is consistency and slowly building your weekly mileage. Forget quick fixes. With running, time is actually your ally. If you run consistently, steadily increasing mileage, you're guaranteed results. Guaranteed. You don't need fancy speed sessions initially. You don't need anything exciting. You just need to get out the door and run easy. It seems counterintuitive, but the cumulative effect of consistent, easy running is enormous. And don't be put off by the fact that it's not sexy, or it doesn't look good on Strava, or that it can be frustrating to run so slowly. I started out with brisk walking 3 times a week. I then progressed to running small sections of those walks, and I kept building week after week and saw huge gains just from running easy. Consistency really is king. Depending on your current body composition, losing weight could be a game changer for you. The majority of us certainly can afford to lose some body fat, but of course, see a doctor if you or your family have any concerns. I lost 14 kilos in a few months and everything became easier, not just running. Life is just better when you're not carrying around a rucksack full of bricks. Well, this is roughly how much weight I've lost. I was going to go for a run with this to demonstrate the difference, but no. So if you do have some body fat to lose, the first thing to look at is your nutrition. A lot of people think they can eat whatever they want if they're exercising, but that is definitely not true. A medium Big Mac meal contains around 1,100 calories. It would take me 90 minutes of easy running to burn this off, but it would take my wife 2 hours and 15 minutes of easy running to burn that off. And that's not to mention all the processed crap that's in there. Nutrition is huge. Limit your alcohol intake, eat lots of protein and carbs, stay hydrated, and stick to whole foods. Strength training is crucial to handle increased training loads and prevent injuries. It also boosts your running economy and metabolism, helping you get leaner. And weight training doesn't have to be scary. Choose a program that suits you and one which you'll actually do. There's no point in getting an amazing program if you hate it so much that you never do it. Something is better than nothing. And of course you can go with the standard weightlifting exercises, but you might get on better doing bodyweight exercises or using resistance bands with follow-along videos. Whatever you choose, just make sure you're consistent with it. And do your strength training on the same day as your harder sessions if you're doing harder sessions. The idea is that you keep your hard days hard and your easy days easy. Recovery is just as important as training. When we train, we're simply breaking the body down. The body then repairs itself but overcompensates, meaning we recover a little stronger and fitter than before. The growth actually happens in the days following training, not during the training itself. So if you want to progress, you need to get serious about recovery. It's where the magic happens. Prioritize nutrition, sleep, hydration, as well as proper warm-ups and cool-downs. Cut out or limit alcohol And do regular foam rolling, stretching, and even ice baths if you're super keen. And finally, we get to incorporating speed sessions. Having this as the fifth point wasn't a tactic to leave you in suspense. It's at number 5 because you really do need to get the first 4 points right before you start thinking about interval sessions. So if you've been running consistently for at least 3 months, you're probably ready to add in some interval sessions. Start with just 1 speed session per week and rotate through these 3 workouts I'm about to give you. As with everything else in running, ease into it, build slowly, and don't try and be a hero. Run these intervals at your current 5k pace to increase your VO2 max and get you battle hardened to endure the discomfort of an all-out 5k. If you don't know what your current 5k pace is, your effort should feel like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 by the end of the session. You could start by doing 5 lots of 2.5 minutes at 5k pace, with 2.5 minutes walking after each rep. You then progress each time you do the workout. So next time you might do 5 by 3 minutes, then 5 by 3.5 minutes, and so on. But don't stay at the same pace for too long. You'll get faster quite quickly, so take note of how you feel at the end of the session and adjust your pace as needed to make sure the session is at the right intensity. It should be hard, but if you feel like you're redlined at 100%, either reduce the number of reps or slow the pace. You should never feel like you've completely emptied the tank at the end of an interval session. Save that for race day. These are shorter intervals that you run at a fast pace. The exact pace isn't crucial. The idea is that you run significantly faster than your 5k pace, but not so fast that you're completely cooked at the end of the session. I usually end up running these about 30 seconds per k faster than my 5k pace. So start by doing 8 1-minute reps with 2 minutes walking in between. You can then progress by adding a rep each time you do the session, and then start reducing the recovery time once you get to around 12 reps. These are longer intervals that you run at around your current 10k pace and do wonders for increasing your aerobic capacity and endurance. Start by doing 3 by 6 minutes with 3 minutes recovery and progressing from there. My last tip is to race frequently. It doesn't have to be an actual race, it could just be a park run, but running flat out time trials does wonders for strengthening your mental game. The 5k is a really difficult distance to endure. You're in the red zone for a long time and it takes a huge amount of mental strength to hang in there. And the best way to build mental toughness is to spend more time in pain so your body and mind get used to it and develop ways of coping with it. Also, doing frequent time trials eases race anxiety. If you only race once or twice a year, you'll put a lot of pressure on yourself on the day, but the more you race, the more normal it becomes. So try these tips and let me know how you get on. Share in the comments your current 5k time, your goal time. I want to hear it all. Go get it.